Fact. You are, without a doubt, a fucking stud, man. Your dad was one of my favorite actors, and so when you came along, I thought, is this a silver spoon job? And it's like, damn, you know what? His son has just as much presence, or more so, than his dad does. And that's saying a lot, homie. And straight up, I don't think I've ever seen you in anything that I didn't like, Charlie Sheen. And what I'm asking for, my brother from another mother, is your help to get stevia as the cure and a replacement for cocaine globally famous. Yeah, help me win a Nobel Prize and make huge stories happen, okay? Fact, my uncle put 2 pounds of stevia just like that into water over a 4-month period, drank really sweet lemonade, iced tea, coffee, and 62 pounds melted off his body like magic, along with 6 breast tumors, Charlie Sheen. Yeah, fact. Diego Sanchez on YouTube says that stevia is the cure. Ali Sonoma's potential tumor vanishes in 14 days drinking really, really sweet water. In fact, not fiction. If you snort that stuff right there, you get a power surge for about 45 minutes, Charlie. All right? That kicks the shit out of Coke from what I remember. And the Jaja, that's a 1.5 hour power ride. Straight up. That fucking comes close to so meth. I mean, not the bomb, but I don't do that shit anymore anyways, and they don't make it anymore anyways. Rare. So, fact, not fiction, Charlie Sheen. If not for incompetent coaches like Russ Purnell, I'm at USC making this play, okay? That's an LT type stop, brother. Fact. Are you a football fan, Charlie? Because I'm the fastest fucking white boy you've never seen. Straight up. I get fired for doing my job, Charlie Sheen. Straight up. As soon as I hit the sidelines, I hear Coach Holtz wants to talk to you. You're fired. See, he had just ordered me to stay home and look for a sweep on the goal line, Charlie. Now, I don't know what you would have done in my shoes, but think about it. It's 4th and inches, it's on the goal line, and you're ordered to fucking let the other team score. What are you going to do? Do you realize the fucking thought process that went through my mind if I fucking miss him and don't make it? Yeah, I might never see the field again, I'm thinking. And, wow, when I heard that I was fired, Charlie Sheen, I was like, fuck this, man. With the people that I know, I would have coaches killed, dog. Straight up. So, fact, not fiction, Charlie Sheen. Dan Quinn is the guy who discovered that you can sit on your ass, eat like a pig, smoke lots of weed, play 300,000 hands of poker on Zynga, you know, Facebook, and basically be just as or maybe even leaner than when you were at your very best. And some never were and shit. And what I'm saying, Charlie Sheen, is this shit right here, okay? That's magic. That kicks the shit out of cocaine. It's going to create entire new industries in America. Actually, if President Obama wakes the fuck up and mandates the use of stevia to make everything sweet, bans all toxic sugars, the cane sugar and the chemical sugar that fucking kills, straight up, switches to stevia, it's almost like Moses came back from the dead and repealed most kinds of sickness and plagues. Straight up. That's a fact. And Charlie Sheen, fact, not fiction. Things that you could put into a movie if you were making one about Dan Quinn. Me getting fired for making an LT type stop. Put my 4 best plays up on game with the very best of them. If I don't quit the game and choose boxing, you know what? I'm walking onto the Raiders, and I think the fact that I could cover black running backs man-to-man, I probably would have made it. But I chose boxing, Charlie, and you know what? I ended up here. And now with 2 global-worthy discoveries, but because I'm not famous, relatively few are listening. The first discovery that I made, Charlie Sheen, and I think that you'll like this one, man. I bet you orally pleasure women. And so what you do is you pretend the G-spot is the yin and the yang. You press on both dots. You're going to feel the fingertips that are on the belly against the inside fingers. Straight up. Violin action, clitoral stimulation. That took a rape victim that might be lucky enough to have 2 orgasms in 2 hours. It took her to triple digits, dog. Straight up. Joe H.U. in the Worcester, Boston area. He's renamed the Violin the levitator, because pelvises literally come off the bed and attack faces, Charlie Sheen. And can you imagine if I'm at USC wearing cardinal and gold making this play? Tell you what, Charlie, fact not fiction, I was a legend in high school. They talked about me 10, 15 years after I was gone, dog, okay? Not just things on the football field, but things that other people think about doing but don't. And then, you know, fucking kick themselves in the ass or lie and say they did and shit, okay? Fact. In a movie made about me, I want the scene in Red Dorm, okay? Me shaving, the black hat houseman coming in and verbally fucking tirading these newbies. Cool, that's his job, he can do it. And then he turned in my direction and said the same thing. And I said, are you talking to me? He said, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? And I'll tell you what, that kid, a little bit older, okay, yeah, he stepped up to him and he said, say it again, man, and I bet you it doesn't escape your fucking lips and I'm planting you in the ground. And he didn't say anything, so I went to my bunk, Charlie Sheen, laid down, started to read. He comes up, says, roll your shit up. And I'm like, fuck you, punk. He said, roll your shit up. And I said, fuck you, punk. And he said, I'll do it for you. And I said, you rat me out and I get converted to straight time from weekends, bitch, I'm going to kill you. And he went to the fishbowl and a table full, Charlie Sheen, seriously, this is in Red Dorm, dog. Table full of brothers starts rumbling and grumbling, okay? They have every right to be pissed, all right? They were born black in a country with little to no opportunity unless you're a fucking superstar athletically. And they just heard their head guy get dissed. And so I had heard enough, man. And like Cool Hand fucking Luke, I stood up, walked into the center aisle, took off my shirt, started to stretch. And I said, if any motherfucker has a problem here, step the fuck up and let's handle it. And no one did. And believe me, it changed the entire dynamics on the yard and shit. And another scene I won't put in there, Charlie, is this kid getting dressed for practice, the lights going out, his freshman year, him going into the hallway, separating the coach's office or coach's locker room from the player's locker room, emergency lighting. And I was on my knee tying my shoe. I was in the dark. They couldn't see me, Charlie Sheen. It was Digger Phelps and Jerry Faust's lieutenant commanders. Yeah, offensive and defensive coordinators laughing, talking about how they set Jerry up to lose, failure. And see, how that costs millions of lives, Charlie Sheen, is if Jerry Faust is the coach at Notre Dame, that kid, he's a weapon of mass fucking destruction, and he's probably nominated for a Buckus Award, if not winning it, dog. Seriously. Ask Cedric Figaro. He came back from San Diego his first year there. And you know what he told me, Charlie? He said, you're better than everybody that I play with, but Holtz hates you. He fires me for doing this. Yeah, I would agree. But that I would have to go up to the CFL and wreck it and then come back down to the NFL and ask him. I said, fuck football. I'm done, man. I would have these motherfuckers killed. I don't want to go to prison. I'm going to box. You know what? Throw the dice in. I don't have to be really all that good as white boys. They get paid. Ask Pat Burns, 96 U.S. Olympic coach. In 91, he was my coach. And I just won the state of Florida heavyweight Golden Glove title. Longest knockout at that time in history, they said. Yeah, dude was out for like minutes. They took him out on a stretcher. He was suspended from boxing for like 1 or 2 years. Anyway, that kid gets Rodney King, man. Straight up. And Pat Burns had just said that I had more talent than Tommy Morrison. And the cops, they tore my knee up, man. sent me into a spiral, and I've ended up here, straight up. So, with that said, Charlie, um, yeah, I discovered that stevia is the cure for the human body. Massive doses, okay? That shit's so strong that people hardly use any of it, alright? I'm saying if they inundate their body, they'll shit up a violent, I mean, it doesn't hurt unless you don't wipe your ass, man, because it's a toxic, foul-smelling storm as all the toxins in your body purge. Your ass will light on fire if you don't use baby wipes or a sponge. In fact, I should probably stop smoking. Depression happens, and Charlie Sheen, fact. That right there cements your legacy, okay, worldwide. People that are even on the fence liking you, they'll love you long time, dog, for being the celeb that actually led their stupid asses to fucking safety. Straight up. I think most humans are borderline retarded. If it wasn't for society, most of them wouldn't have survived Darwin's world. Okay? With that in mind, they're followers. Okay? Few can think for themselves, following the ass of the herd beast in front of them into their own personal metaphorical brick walls like Dale Earnhardt. Straight up. And that white powder held back by the FDA, they don't want anything good for our health. They make money off sickness and death. And Charlie Sheen, really, what more do you have to accomplish? I mean, they don't give you the awards that I think you deserve, dog. But, you know what? That's envy hate, isn't it? You know what? Holding you back as much as they can and shit. Who really fucking cares? Fact. Stevia saves so much life, Charlie Sheen, that we're going to have to rethink the way we have kids, okay? I think many people shouldn't even be allowed to breed, dog. That's not Hitler talking. That's fact. Look around you, okay? There's a lot of genetic fucking pieces of shit, which you definitely are not one. But, you know, these people having kids, like it wasn't tough enough for them, and then they're going to combine with shit and pass it on to future generations. It's almost like cruel and unusual punishment, dog. Yeah, and I could use your help winning a Nobel. No, I can't even talk. Winning a Nobel Prize, Charlie Sheen. Fact. Should I show it again? That stuff right there. Being a superior stimulant to cocaine, that's a big discovery in and of itself. Alright? The fact that stevia in massive doses cures the human body of fat, tumors, cancer, diabetes in record speed is going to win me a Nobel Prize eventually, Charlie. And you know what? It would be cool as fuck to actually have you there because of your celebrity taking it global when I accept it. And in the future, I think it's more important that every hungry person is fed, man. Starvation is torture, alright? But if we ever get around to it, Charlie, I think that this is ESPY worthy. In fact, Charlie Sheen and his celebrity can be the catalyst that leads everybody in America to stevia and basically perfect fucking health.